Sri Lanka, a country, an island that is just south of India. And it may look small on the map, but it's actually one mighty beast. Hey everybody, what's going on? Dave Wobble here. Welcome to FTD Facts, the channel where we teach you everything about everything. Now, today we're going to talk about a really interesting country called Sri Lanka. Why? Because, well, first of all, you guys have been asking for this video like crazy. People like Afrin Marzook, Harish Kirthi, Jalak Dikla, Danuka Prashan, and many more of you guys. Like, you guys went nuts in the comments. I'm serious, you just kept asking for more. So that's it, we're gonna get right into this video, but before we do, here's our question of the day. And that is, what country would you like to move to and live in, and why? Me, I love living up here in Canada. I know a lot of you guys have been asking us to do a fact on Canada, but we're just not ready yet. So let's start off talking about imports and exports of Sri Lanka. Now, it's interesting to know that it exports $11.5 billion in goods. Most of it being non-knitted women's suits or even women's undergarments. Woo! However, the biggest export is 12%, and that is tea. As a matter of fact, tea is so popular from Sri Lanka that it is the largest exporter of tea in the entire world. Yeah, I'm sorry Boston, and I'm sorry China, you guys got nothing. But let's bump over to its imports because, well, it's a little different than its exports. First of all, their imports equal $21.4 billion, and it is progressively growing. But the biggest being refined petroleum, being around 12%, but it's also fascinating to know that 11% of that is planes, helicopters, and spacecraft. Now, Sri Lanka has a lot of waterfalls. As a matter of fact, most of its power is all hydroelectric. Now, it's been said that Sri Lanka has the biggest waterfall density, but 58 of those waterfalls are over 10 meters high, with the Bambarakanda Falls being the tallest, coming in at 263 meters. And it is one beautiful falls. I mean, this is a place that I would love to go check out. Now, Sri Lanka's also got some pretty interesting names. First of all, it's called the Teardrop of India. I mean, look at it, it even looks like a teardrop. But it's also known as the Pearl of the Indian Ocean. Probably because not only is it a beautiful place, but it's got a lot of really amazing beaches. Like, you telling me you don't want to spend a day on that beach? Yeah, I know you. Now, back in 2012, they did a census and they found they have over 20 million people, which is pretty tight for a land mass of 65,610 kilometers squared. Now, Sri Lanka also had the world's first female prime minister. This is Sirimavo Bandaranaike. Now, she was in office for such a long time. She definitely defeats any American president. Now, at one point, Sri Lanka was known as Ceylon, and this was when it was under the control of the British Empire. Now, in her first term, Sirimavo, she was prime minister on July 21st, 1960, and she ran until March 25th, 1965. Now, her second time coming in was May 29th, 1970, and it went all the way till May 27th, 1972, but her position became abolished because the British pretty much pulled out, and that is when Ceylon became Sri Lanka. After that, she became Prime Minister of Sri Lanka and remained it until 1977. Now, she did do a third run in 1994 and ended in 2000. That is a long time for somebody to be in charge. I mean, that's a lot of terms. Now, Sri Lanka has 11 universities, and because of that, Sri Lanka has the highest literacy rate in all of South Asia. According to a census done in 2010, 98.1% of its country is considered literate. Now, when it comes to communication, the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Company is the oldest radio station in all of Asia. Now, it was started by Edward Harper in 1923. It originally started off as a test run, but eventually it became Radio Ceylon. Now, the station is broadcasted all over the world to places like Europe and South Asia. They broadcast in Sinhalese, Tamil, and Hindi, and they are still alive today. Sri Lanka also has one of the highest road densities in the entire world, with over 100,000 kilometers of road. Now, although they do have a train system which was left over from the British rule, the primary form of transportation is via road, with buses being the form of primary public transportation. transportation. So there you have it, guys. That is some awesome facts on Sri Lanka. But before I get out of here, I got this last fact for you because I feel it brings out the environmentalist in all of us. Sri Lanka has made some pretty cool world records, but one of the most interesting ones is the sacred fig or bow tree, Ficus religiosa, and it is the world's oldest planted tree. Now, the sacred bow tree is a 2,300-year-old sacred tree that is known to be planted by human hands. It was planted in 288 BC, and it has some relations to Buddha himself. This is because the mother of this tree was the one that Buddha was sitting under when he gained enlightenment. But that's it for me, guys. My name is Dave Wapple. It's been a pleasure talking about this awesome country and learning something new. I gotta say, I love being able to pull my head out of my country's dirt and look around and say, man, there's something interesting about that country. Speaking about countries, guys, if you guys have a country that you guys would like us to do, or you want us to do a part 2 on any of our other, I can't talk anymore. Don't know what happened there. But if you guys want us to do a part 2 on any other videos, or you guys want us to do it on any characters or anything, leave a comment down there. But other than that, guys, head on over to ftddaily.com. You can submit your very own story. If you guys want to write a script for us, feel free, and we're going to give you guys a big shout out because it's going to be a video pretty much dedicated to you because you guys did it. Also, sign up for our mailing list because we're going to be giving away 2 free t-shirts at the end of the month. But thanks for watching. I'm Dave Wapple. See you guys in the next video. Cool? I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah.